asked for the sale, which means like, will you be taking them home today? These are the products I recommend for you. Like a clear, concise question. Sales come to a natural conclusion. They're like a follow-on. If you have all these steps going on in the background, a sale is just like recommending to the client. Like, didn't go to their friend to get a skin treatment or a body massage. They're coming to a professional, and you're trained in this and you have so much knowledge. You'd recommend your friend like, oh, I was at this cafe and it was delicious, and that's all. It's that simple recommending, that simple neutral energy. I have a gem of a video for you today. By the end of it, I want you to be confident in asking and closing for a sale and getting more spa, holistic, beauty esthetician sales in your clinic, whether you're a solo esthetician. I like to do more ethical approach because in the past, that's how I taught myself. I used to be a therapist. So my name's Kira and I did reflexology. I worked in a spa, clinic, lots of different settings. I also set up my own holistic practice. So I have a wealth of knowledge, and now I'm a stay-at-home mom. As you can hear, stay home, ma'am. So now I'm the customer. So I have this unique approach of both sides. I have a great perspective. So stay tuned and get all the knowledge to improve your sales skills. I'm trying to do a little like day in the life type video, but with a business slant, because I like to do the sales training for spa, beauty, esthetician, holistic therapists. I really promote ethical sales, including sales as your part of your treatment, an extension of your treatment. And in today's video, I wanted to focus on asking for the sale, asking and explaining to the client how you do business and why that's important. So it's about being in control of your treatment and asking for your skills to be seen and to be seen as a therapist. I find a lot of therapists I've seen it myself in the past, and I was there as well, like that kind of more timid, like trying to ask the customer like what they need and that kind of thing, but not showing up as the expert. So this all ties in. I have my like step-by-step videos on how to sell. Check them out. The best one is actually a lot of value in this one. It's called Entering Your Sales Era, setting up your environment correctly to support you in sales, your customer journey, building a relationship and rapport with the client, and little tricks on how to do that, and then asking and closing for the sale. So this is the era, so the A part. What do I mean by asking and closing for the sale? So you've collected your client, you've consulted with them in the spa, asked them why they're there for that treatment, asked them their vision and the results they want to get. You've matched the correct products or the correct treatment recommendations for them. You've performed an outstanding top-notch treatment, which is you just have to go above and beyond and be extra. That encourages the sale, encourages you to be seen as the expert, the professional, and now you come to the point where normally sales come to a natural conclusion. They're like a follow-on. If you have all these steps going on in the background, a sale is just like recommending to the client, like talk to a friend. Like it's not a long-winded multiple step type thing. It's like you recommend the sale like you would to your friend. Yeah, I get my hair done here, that was great. Or you'd recommend your friend like, oh, I was at this cafe and it was delicious, and that's all. It's that simple recommending, that simple neutral energy, that simple, like sales is just a natural consequence of a good treatment. Sales is a natural consequence of knowing why the client is there and what results they want to get. It's this neutral energy. You're not fussed if they buy or they don't buy. You're not fussed, like you don't have that focus on the targets. You've just gotten so good with your skills and you've worked on your mindset. The mindset is sales are part of the treatment, and I am ethical because you match products that are going to get them the results. So how and why would that be wrong? They've come to you for advice. They didn't go to their friend to get a skin treatment or a body massage. They're coming to a professional, and you're trained in this and you have so much knowledge that why would you not be recommending? You know, it's that overall mindset shift of that subtle confidence, and it's a natural consequence. It's part of the treatment, accepting it. And therapists are never pushy because our nature and our focus is about the treatment, and our nature tends to be, our personality, more gentle. Have you ever heard therapists speak? Like, we're so empathetic and good with like being so aware of people's medical conditions, of their energy, of their vibe, and being kind and tactile. Like, you can't be rough and like grabbing somebody's hand if you're trying to do their nails and all this. So like, naturally, if you're drawn to being a therapist, being a esthetician, all that, there's no way, it contradicts itself that you would be pushy. Or so you're actually the best person to sell, because the selling is just recommending. It's just connecting with the client and giving advice. It's just advice. So every time you hear the word sell or selling, don't get that icky feel or pushy feel. Like, it's literally just advising, you know, and having that neutral energy. And if you're somewhere where there's a lot of targets and sales pressure like that, like, your skills, give it a try. Your skills will get better over time or practice, but trying to remain in that neutral energy. Like, again, the sales environment, is that the best place for you to be if the sales targets are that high and it's not about the ethical, like a focus on the treatment? You do have to ask yourself that. If you're more about the treatments and the holistic approach, maybe that's not the place for you. Yes, so to focus back on asking, for example, when you go to get your car fixed with a mechanic, you want them to tell you how it works, as in how the service works. You need them to tell you, like, okay, drop your car off, we'll need it for 2 hours, or we'll need it for half a day, we're going to call you. Like, they're going to see how they're taking charge and they're telling you how they operate and how they do business. And they're asking for the sale. And if they say, like, we have completed this exhaust or whatever on your car, and then like, it's just a natural consequence. They're like, and then we expect payment, you know? So it has to be that same neutral energy when it comes to beauty sales. I think a lot of people have just had clients and therapists, and I myself have had bad sales people, like people just not aware, and then they're pushy with the sales and it feels yucky. So you always remember that and you have your guard up. You're like, oh, I don't want to spend. Oh, I want to go to the spa and relax, but I actually don't have enough money for products as well. Oh, so you're tense like that. But it's like seeing it as an overall service. It's built into the treatment and you don't have to buy. You can book back in and get the products the next time. It's like, or buy them online, ask for a discount, say like, okay, I can't buy them until my paycheck comes in. But like, if you want something bad enough and you're going there to get results, even at relaxation, the goal of relaxation or the goal of de-stressing is a result that you want, and you can be willing to, if you want it bad enough and it's an issue and it's a concern bad enough, you'll pay for it. Same with your car fix. Like, you would find the money if your tires are completely gone on your car and you need to get around. Like, nobody wants to spend money on that type of thing, but you will find the money because the need is there. So if your skin, if you value skincare and you're gotten great service, you value that body massage, you see the effects of it, the effects and everything was explained to you. So then you will like want to buy as a client. But it's not buying, it's getting help for an issue that you have. And everybody's fully capable of, like, you have to see the client as fully capable of making a financial decision. Like, that's their priorities. If they are overspending on their budget, or like their monthly expenses, and then they prioritize the spa over like bills or something, that's not your, like, they've arrived at the spa and it's, you're the therapist and it's your part of your service to give standing customer service and consult them and just advise. Once you've done that and you've asked for the sale, which means like, will you be taking them home today? These are the products I recommend for you. Like a clear, concise question, short and sweet. And this is where you don't use the open-ended questions, which you do at the start during the consultation phase. This is actually where you would switch it up and make a direct question. Now, it's not direct to be like aggressive, it's your tone. Tone is like how you say something. Like, you can be direct, but your tone and your body language is all soft and empathetic, and it's a natural consequence. Your client should be asking, like, should be wrapping it up, the sales should be just flowing like that if everything else is in place beforehand. So you sell actually before the client is on the treatment couch. That's just how efficient you need to get at that sales skill, how much you need to change your mindset, focus on your bias and limiting beliefs about the products, about like sales in general. Do you see value in these products as well? Would you use them? Are you an advocate for your treatments first and foremost? All that will show and come through. And then sales is just like I said, when you're talking to your friend or your pal or your auntie or relatives. Oh, I went to see this movie. Brilliant. Like, they value you, the person. They trust your opinion. And they're like, oh, cool, where's that on? Oh, it's on Netflix. Okay, need to check that out. And then, do you know, if that was a sale, it'd be like, oh, your skin looks amazing. What foundation are you wearing? Or do you have makeup on? No, I actually got this oxygen hydrating facial. Don't you have a special occasion coming up? Doom, sale. How much was that? Oh, wow. Do you see how like people talk, or women talk at least, like that among each other? It's simple, it's neutral energy. So that all these sales get so overcomplicated, especially if that masculine approach where it's like step 1, step 2, step 3. No, make it a conversation, and then make it at the end clear that you're selling these products, because it's about trying to make the sale quicker. It's like trying to not like, you need to clearly ask for the sale. So you went to the mechanics, they told you how they do business. So when you go to your spa, you, the therapist, need to take charge of that treatment and also be like, so today we're going to do a skin analysis, a skin consultation, going to go through your routine you have at home, and then we're going to recommend products that you would take home today. Like, you're setting yourself up for the sale. So somebody comes up to your beauty counter, hey, today we're doing makeovers, and we're going to cleanse your skin, look at your skin tone and colour, and recommend the correct products for you, and we have them all here. So, you know, you don't have to directly say I'm selling makeup. You know, it's the polite, natural consequence of just like, you're bubbly and confident. They're there standing at the beauty counter. If they have no interest, what are they doing standing in a department store? Like, these are fully capable adults. Like, they can be spending their money wherever they like. What are they doing looking at your beauty counter if they're not interested? Deep down they're interested. They're just a little bit like, nobody wants to overspend, so they're just nervous that they're going to make the wrong decision. But you're there, you're the expert, you're there to guide them to not make the wrong decision. So they will see the value in the products and they will part with their money, because if they trust you and trust your opinion, like they would a friend's opinion, the friend says, that's a great movie, go watch that. Like there's nothing more to it. It's that simple. It's like, oh, my friend said that's good. My friend has said this cafe is good, this restaurant is good, this hairdresser is good, go to this mechanic. Like, it's just, why would they set you up for something negative? Do you see how they trust a friend? So you need to build that same trust, and that trust comes about with lots of different factors add up, small little details. So it's like getting dressed, and like a celebrity at the Oscars, for example, and you say they look amazing, but it's all the components together that made them look amazing. Small subtle details, the correct jewellery for their skin tone, silver or gold, the correct shape for their body dress, the correct like fashion advice that they got, the stylist came, the hair is done, the makeup, the shoe, everything together combines. It's not, oh, the bag did it. The reason they look so fabulous at the Oscars is because they have the right pair of shoes. No, it's the combination of everything, their posture, their confidence, their body, or everything, whether it makes a good look or not. So it's the same with sales. Small subtle details like setting yourself up properly with the customer journey, setting yourself up with, are you able as a therapist to really perform an outstanding treatment? All these factors. How did the client book in? How did the client become aware of you? How is your tone and your body language talking to the client? Is it friendly, bubbly, neutral? The sales just have to be, are you, like, the sales just have to be ethical, natural, consequence, part of the treatment. Of course, you would be advising. If they're standing there as a fully functioning adult at the beauty counter and they want advice, like, who turns their nose up at advice? Qualified professional advice. It's like skincare, or if you work in the spa, especially if you're solo esthetician, you have so much more like one-on-one time with that client. You have their full attention. Like, literally sales is grabbing their attention, and you have them there in your treatment room for almost an hour on average. So like, you're in such a good position. So the sales happen, like, that whole process, all these little details, to become aware of all the details. I'll try make a checklist. This is what I'm trying to do, like a checklist of setting yourself up correctly in the sales environment, the shop vibe. Do you have a shop vibe? Does your clinic or your treatment center like really let clients know that you're asking for a sale? Like, it's the sales environment as well. You don't have to always physically ask. If you sit the client up at the end of a skincare consultation, or even a body massage, reflexology session, they're sitting there and you bring in the products on a tray, nice displayed samples with a price list, or like, you know, they get the vibe that you need to be clear that this is a shop and part of the treatment is buying or is booking back in. So always give like prescription of 3 things. Always recommend at the start a treatment upgrade or something add-on that you can only know what to pick as the therapist because they're finally here in front of you and you've done the consultation. Then you can be like, oh, really recommend you need this today. You have really inflamed, angry, like looking skin. We need to do extra mask or an extra something upgrade. Ask at the start of the treatment, and then always ask for rebooking and recommend other treatments and create a whole treatment plan and lifestyle advice, and then products. It's a sandwich approach. They're not just going to get results from one cream. There's your eye cream, use that. No, it's a whole like hydration level, oil levels on the skin, all these things combined, and lifestyle. And if they're smoking 20 a day, I don't think, like, the eye cream will topically help, but in the long run it's not going to fix that solution. Maybe they need to go to like the Medi Spa and you can recommend and cross promote, and they need like a stronger actual aesthetic clinical grade treatment. because they want that visual instant impact on the dark circles on their eyes. So yeah, do you see how at the end of the treatment you need to clearly ask? I'll pop those products. You need their agreement. Are they nodding? Are they saying yes? Are they asking like, oh yeah, okay, tell me more about this cream. How would I use that at home? That's a clear yes. How often do I need to put that on? When do I use these bath salts? Like, then you need to clearly ask and conclude the sale and wrap it up. Be like, okay, I'll put them at reception for you. Okay, I'll ring them through the till for you now. Yeah? Get their agreement. Yes. The products, I don't just give them the prescription sheet and they have no products to see visually. They've no, like, bring in the products, let them sample them, touch, feel them, hold them. Subconsciously they'll think that's their products then already. Like, you need to clearly ask for the sale. I recommend you take these home with you today. Would that be okay with you? Then you'll go into maybe talking about the price, or like, oh, you can't take them all today. Okay, well, if you take anything, just take this step, this cleanser, because this is the most effective, and come back for the other treatments. It's part of your treatment, like, explain it properly. It's part of your treatment plan. And that clear, effective communication, and always asking to close the sale. So this is the product I recommend on you. But all along, you're getting their agreement. You're getting them. You're reading their body language. You're like, this is what will solve. You mentioned this as your concern, XYZ. This solves XYZ. Look, I've demonstrated it. I've showed you the benefits. Will you? And then ask, clearly ask for the sale, and be confident, secure. And it's not pushy. Knowing all that mindset, it's the energy behind the question. Are you taking these today? And your tone, being subtle and confident. So when you ask those questions, or they ask about the price, be subtle and be confident. Yeah, it's 45 euros. But you've explained the value of it. So if you've done that correctly, you should be loud and proud about that price. It shouldn't put you off. Would you spend 45 on that cream if you were in that client's position with that problem, and here you are recommending it, solving it, and use it throughout the treatment? You used it, you demonstrated the results. So yeah, I hope that video is now inspiring, bit of food for thought, that you can really like listen to this when you're either cleaning up that salon or like just to surround yourself with that kind of sales talk will encourage your sales. Like when I was trying to teach myself and better myself with sales, I was not a natural salesperson. I had to focus on, I have another video about communication and public speaking. I had to focus on that and being a bit shy around clients. I had to focus on the mindset and being like unbiased, like being like, just because you as a therapist mightn't be able to afford luxury spa treatments doesn't mean there's not value in the luxury spa treatments. So you have to experience some of these things, maybe not as often as your clients can, but you'll get to that stage if you sell and you learn it as a skill and you know it as a therapist. You will be getting treatments yourself that regularly. Like the possibilities with sales is endless. Like you really can double up and maximize. Like, so you're in that treatment session for the hour, like you can literally double your income, the treatment cost, and then the products, and then like the background you're selling online. There's somebody in the waiting area trying to like point a purchase, they're buying at the till a little nail oil. Like it's just, sales is an incredible tool. Like you do not realize how it's going to propel your business forward. You need this skill. It avoids burnout as well as a therapist. You can't just be focusing on outstanding treatment. It takes so much of your energy. You need to be relying on your sales skills as well. I really promote that, but obviously ethically. You wouldn't over prescribe stuff to clients. You just don't have it in you. if you're a holistic therapist, if you're in this industry and you want to make it long term, you have that passion. I know you guys, I was you guys. So yes, I'm doing sales consultations over Instagram DM. I'm doing your initial one for free. So if you have a specific sales question, you don't want to really put it down on the comments because it's just something specific to your salon and your situation, or you want me to do like a sales analysis, you say, okay, this is my solo esthetician setup, and can you give me some advice? And I'll be like, right, okay, where's your sales environment? Where's your customer journey starting? Let's look at that. Now let's look at your limiting beliefs. Now let's look at your like, I'll go through all that with you, specific. Or you can come to me and be like, I'm literally the sale is happening, but I'm not getting that many, or I'm not getting customers coming back to me, or I'm not getting I just want to increase the volume of my sales. I want to get better at sales. All these things, I will answer that. Or I have a specific client coming back and the objection is always it's too expensive, or they're not seeing that. Like, I will help you through all those steps. So I'm doing an initial one for free. I do have a sales mentorship program that we could do over email or phone calls, like book in like a Zoom meeting. But initially I want you to contact me, and your first one, like a 30-minute, like we can do a video call, or if you prefer email chat or Instagram DM chat, we can go back and forth a little bit with your question and I'll give you as much detail, and if you got value from that, we'll move forward from there. But your initial one is free, so why would you not take free qualified advice? It's a win-win. What I get out of it is content ideas and more specific, like I know what you're struggling with, then I'm not just talking vaguely. I can be more like, okay, understanding where you guys are coming from on the battlefield as they call it, out in the real life, live with clients in the treatment room. Because now as a stay-at-home mom, now I'm like the customer. I have that customer view. So I used to be a therapist, and now I have the other point of view of being the customer. So I have great perspective. I'm literally coming to you, understanding you, the therapist's version, and then the client's version as well. So until our next video, don't forget to clearly and directly ask for that sale. Be like the mechanic, tell the person, tell the customer, take charge of that treatment. You'll be seen as the expert. Tell them, these are the steps, this is how we like to do business. I will give you a skin consultation, a prescription sheet, and then we're going to go through product recommendations at the end. Is that okay with you today? Yes. Who would say no to that? It's proper service. Until next time.